Teacher, Part 121. They ignore the problem and hope it will go away. They ignore the problem and don't care whether it goes away. They try to solve the problem as best they can, even though they lack training in it, lack training in solving the problem. They have been taught problem-solving skills. They approach the problem in a sound and systematic way. You can help your student take forth approach a problem that exists when a person perceives a need to achieve some goal but does not immediately know how to achieve it. Problem solving requires the transfer and the application of the knowledge and the skills obtained to solution or to achieve a goal. Problem solving has two aspects: recalling or acquiring the information needed to solve a problem, following an effective problem-solving procedure. Expert problem solvers do not begin by suggesting a large number of hypotheses and then testing each one. They first narrow a problem down to the identifying its key features, relating these features to the information they have. They identify the problem, determine the causes of the problem, focus on the most serious cause, brainstorm possible solutions, choose the most promising solutions, identify action needed for the solution, apply action, observe results, use your observation as necessary to deal with the problem by repeating steps. In following these steps, students will discover their learning style preferences. Some will identify the problem's key feature mentally, while the others will need to write them down, and still others will need a picture, chart, or symbol to represent those features. Encourage your students to use a solution. Help them to take a step-by-step approach. Explain that a well-defined problem is half solved, and show students how to get about defining a problem by analyzing its features and identifying those that are essential. Train them to ask themselves what materials they have to work with and how they can use these materials to solve the problem. Show them how to use the analogies by identifying similar problems and considering the solutions already applied to them. This process should reduce the errors and shorten the time needed to solve a new problem. Teach them not to jump onto the conclusion but to generate and evaluate hypotheses, recording implications and consequences of several before they select or combine the best. Provide incubation time, since these solutions can suddenly seem to suggest itself when a problem has been set aside warm for a while. Academic problems are usually more structured than the life problems, which rarely have a single solution. Data collection is useful for identifying problems, for hypothesizing, choosing possible solutions. Although students should not expect to work out a perfect answer to every life problem, those who have been taught how to solve problems using appropriate thinking skills should be able to apply those skills constructively to the personal problems. Teach processes. Thinking problem solving are thinking processes, and that normally include two or more thinking skills. Processes involve skills that can be learned. Thinking processes and skills. Processes: desired outcome, development of student flexibility and process adaptability. Skills: desired outcome, automaticity in performance. Process: steps may be indefinite and sequence varied. Skills: specified techniques and fixed sequence. Process: often difficult to analyze. Skill can be analyzed in fine details. There are examples: problem solving, adding numbers; decision making, serving a tennis ball; estimating, writing letters of the alphabet; summarizing information using a compass. Processes and skills are compared in our table. Teaching a process is somewhat similar to teaching a skill. You must teach both explicitly to your students and understand practice and evaluate them. You will also need to learn how to assess a process learning as you did the skill learning.